All right, Monday again? Holy shit, where did the weekend go? All right, let's fucking do it.
Listen up, motherfuckers, I'm about to spit like the world's greatest show, yeah, this is it. Better loud in as if I'm getting insane. This dude out of his mouth just dismiss his name. When show on drops, it's time to begin. To talk about shots and make fun of them. Let the trash roll over, the world's on fire. We are parody, shit's getting dire. Religious bullshit, it won't make you feel like dying. Cause they touch you more children and only you I need. Go from zeros to heroes just for one day. It's the world's greatest show and it's coming your way. It's time for the Dusty Show. It's time for the Dusty Show. And we never grow. Time for the Dusty Show. It's time for the Dusty Show. And we never grow.
It's time for the Dusty Show! What in the fuck is up, heroes and dirty sexy pores? As always, welcome to humanity's finest one-man show. It's the Dusty Show, and fuck yeah, we're gonna do what we here on the world's greatest show and kill it tonight. Worked hard all weekend on this one, as I do, and a little bit of wine, and or some weed might have been involved, but I did it. That's the fucking important thing. So how the fuck's everybody doing tonight? We're well powdered and ready to fucking go tonight. So let's do it. Cat hair all over the microphone. That's what we do. I know, pretty boy. That's pretty boy. Hostash. What up, Hostash? Hostash says, that's my hair, daddy. I know, right? Come on, thing. Don't. There we go. Stay over there. Stay. And, folks, did you bring your cats? Are your cats safe? This motherfucking thing. My cats are knocking my camera around, but are your cats safe? Apparently, Kamala Harris is going to eat all her cats. She's back, Kamala. Stay the fuck away from my cats. Gonna talk about that at the top of the hour. But first, folks, let me tell you guys what I did this fucking weekend. First off, I got invited to play this very exclusive game called Deadlock. I know the name. Deadlock. It's a game by Steam. You guys get it? So Steam is owned by Valve, and they made a game company called Steam because the Valve lets out Steam. Get it? Anyway, big popular game because they got a VR headset, they got a little Steam kind of handheld console, they do all the fucking video games on Steam. So when this thing was released, it was a super fucking big deal. But here's the thing, ain't even been released to everybody yet. You got to be a who's who to get on the waiting list. Only like 100,000 people, only 100,000 playing this, but you got to know somebody to get an invite. So I was like, I want an invite. Hey, I am a semi-famous world. Somebody give me an invite. So somebody did. One of the heroes sent me a fucking invite. Hell yeah, you know who you are. Thank you. And I was on there. I was a little tipsy. I might have had half a box of wine at this point. All right. I was on there playing my first game I ever played. Team, you got like 7 people on your team. Other people got like 7 people on their team. The only talking that was going on the entire game was to tell me how horrible I was. They was literally pointing me out specifically. The only person that was pointing out to call me shit hurt my feelings a little bit. They was like, who let this old dead guy on here? Die, old man. Immediately, you're telling about this, and you should just go into non-existence, which is, you know, hurtful. That was hurt. They didn't actually say that, but that's the way it felt. So I did that. I told him I don't play that game anymore. I guess I'm too old to play the games anymore. And so I'm sitting around minding my own damn business, half a box of wine down, and all of a sudden, this popped out of my penis. Yeah, okay, here we go. So not the penny, of course, not the fucking penny. I wasn't swallowing pennies, but this next to the penny is there for scale. And what a scale it is, folks. Boom! This. Remember that show? It was the show before last, and I was like, oh my God, I'm about to cancel this show. I'm in so much fucking pain. And everybody was like, you fucking pussy. Ain't nothing wrong with you. Just rub some dirt in it, walk it the fuck off. And I was like, no, I'm hurting, guys. And they're like, oh my God, if you cancel this show, we're never having any respect for you anymore. Gonna pull your man card and burn it. And I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna do it anyway. I'm gonna fucking do this bullshit. So, I did what any man would do. I had this shard of glass snaking itself through my pee pipes, but I took a sex toy and gave myself a home lithotripsy, and I pulverized my own kidney stone, and then performed a goddamn comedy show for 3 hours. So, man shit just fucking happened. I want my props for this goddamn history of man shit I just pulled off. Hells yeah. So anyway, yeah, my new baby, it's a boy. Fuck everything about that. I'm for aborting way past delivery, just like Trump says. Not great. And then, speaking of man shit, I had a man shit conversation in Walmart. So, you guys know me, I'm socially awkward. I know, you're like, you? Yeah, me. And I'm shy. You're like, you're shy? Yeah, shut the fuck up, I'm shy, all right? And so, I don't really have a lot of male friends or friends, period, because, you know, toxic masculinity and, I don't know, being manly is just exhausting. You always got to whip your dick out and measure it. Mine's big, okay? I don't want to make you feel bad. Anyway, so I ran into my buddy, JoJo, at Walmart. So I met JoJo at Domino's. He's the manager at Domino's. And like I said, I'm a friendly person, though. And occasionally I meet other friendly people, and I become friends. So in one of my outings, I became friend with this manly man named JoJo. So JoJo, friends with my cousin Ken that lives here. He's a good Southern boy. Seemed like a nice guy. Took a family man. He's always with one of his kids when I see him. Has like this big bushy beard. He's like thin, in shape, like nice looking fellow. Looks like he takes care of himself. He's always dressed nice. And so I ran into him at Walmart, and he was like, "Dusty, I heard you got banned recently." He apparently doesn't watch the show, but he follows me on the Facebook. And I was like, "Yeah, fucking Fox News took me down." And he was like, "Oh, I got an idea for your show." And I'm like, "All right, let's hear this shit." I got the locals, like they don't watch my show, but they do know that I have like a left-wing podcast. And so, and they're, you know, right-wing. So let's see what the locals want me to talk about on my show. So he goes, "You ever heard of this chick whose name is Caitlin Clark? Caitlin Clark." And so immediately I'm like, "All right, this is the big leagues, Dusty. You're having a manly man conversation at Walmart with a fellow alpha male. All right, bust out the good stuff. What do you know? What do you know?" So I got a Rolodex flooding my head with everything I know about Caitlin Clark. And you guys know me, I don't watch no fucking basketball. I don't watch the NBA, much less the fucking WNBA. But somehow I've heard of Caitlin Clark. So I'm like, oh, that's that little white girl who was playing college ball, and she was like really popular in college. I saw her viral videos where they're like smack talking back and forth the other players. And then I read that she went to the WNBA and got like $45 million worth of sponsorships. Seems pretty good. And it's not trans this time, folks. Not trans this time. And he's like, "Yeah, you should cover the whole Caitlin Clark controversy. About all the stuff they're doing to her." And I'm like, what are they doing to Caitlin Clark? And he goes, "Oh, you know, there's just a lot of people being real mean to her. She's and I could tell what he wanted to say. Be honest with you, I could tell where he was going. I think where he was going is anti-white racism. They ran anti-white racist to our girl Caitlin Clark in the WNBA. Because she white. She a little white girl. And I'm like, "Oh, you think they're being reverse racist against Caitlin Clark?" And he's like, yeah, I think they're maybe being a little reverse racist. And then, so I was like, "But didn't they just give her a contract for $45 million in her first year?" Yeah. They gave her a huge contract for a lot of fucking money, but other people are mad about it. So then today I watched a video that claims people are being mean to Caitlin Clark. They seem to think it was just like a jealousy because, you know, she's popular and she's come into the NBA. And I was like, man, that don't even make any sense. Why would they be mad? If she's coming in and she's real popular, all she's going to do is make everybody else more money. That's how this whole fucking shit works. The more popular she is, the more popular everybody's going to be. A rising tide lifts all boats. And he was like, yeah, I know. They are, I guess, more happy about it now that they're actually making more money. But anyway, he wanted me to cover this situation. So what do you got? You think they're being reverse racist towards Caitlin Clark? definitely might be some of it. Pretty little white girl, or I don't know how pretty she is. Little white girl coming in to NBA, which is traditionally dominated by African Americans, right? And her stats might not even be as good as some of theirs are, yet she's getting all this attention. So it might be that they feel like it's a little bit because she's a white person. But also, like, at least she's getting more odds in the WNBA, which seems like what you all should want. So it's actually a good thing overall. They jelly of her. All right, everybody agrees with you, JoJo, if you're watching. Everybody agrees. Anyway, this is my man conversation I had. How did I do? Poorly, I know. But I tried man shit, y'all. And after passing a fucking bowling ball through my penis, a glass-covered bowling ball, I think I earned my man stripes for this fucking week. Hell yeah. She isn't little. She looks little compared to the other ones. When I say the other ones, I mean NBA players. Her salary is only $70K, but she got like $5 million in endorsement. Endorsements is where it's at. They don't even pay them shit, but they get big in endorsements. Oh man, I know, right? $123,000 per day for those wondering. Sounds like a good deal to me. Will you wish my wife had Columbus? Oh yeah, okay, folks. Super chats are active. If you want to support the world's greatest show in the super chats, there is a dollar sign over here. Click it and donate money and support the world's greatest show so I can keep doing this. Unless you don't want to watch the show anymore, then don't. Sort of on you. And all right, let's go ahead and kick the show off, folks. Look at all these pictures I drew personally, hand drew them, of Kamala Harris eating a cat. So, all right, I started with this one. Didn't use that one. I was like, nope, that's not it. What the fuck is the side? Where's the arrows? Oh, here it is. And then there's this one, big old black cat. It's only the head, though. That's a little disturbing. Nope, didn't go with that one. Boom, wow, a little orange cat. I like that one. I like how the glass is like jello in the shape of a skull. That's pretty cool, but didn't use that one. Nope, another one. Anyway, I made a bunch of them. And I don't know if you guys heard about this story, but god damn it. If you've been following this show at all, you know that I continuously cover how they have nothing on Kamala Harris. Nothing! They have nothing! But this week, unfortunately, no, they got something on her that's going to stick this time, folks. They got the goods on our girl Kamala Harris, y'all. Apparently, if you vote for Kamala Harris, she's going to eat your cat. She going to eat your cat, everybody. Oh, no. Why? Why, Kamala Harris? Why you going to eat my cat? Don't. Please. That's a lot. Now, and I know you guys are like, how? How she? Now, we can see Kamala Harris eating maybe 400,000 or 500,000 cats. Of course. But how's she going to eat more than that? Okay. I'm just saying, well, how's she going to do it? In case you're wondering, Haitians coming in to eat all our cats, folks. Now, seems like a bad campaign promise on behalf of Kamala Harris, but apparently it's true because funded by Russians and billionaires, Benny Johnson, after his viral stint working for the Russians all week, now he's back to spread this shit that I'm definitely sure has nothing to do with the Russians or being paid to spread propaganda by rich right-wing dickheads. Benny says, thousands of Haitian migrants terrorize Ohio. Eat family pets. Oh no, cats, dogs, ducks, third world. They're eating everything in this real horrible situation that's happening right now in this country that you should be very afraid of. And Benny Johnson, like, he got the video, y'all. Now, the first thing you might notice that this is just one crazy lady and there's no indication that she's a migrant, much less Haitian or illegal in any way whatsoever. Don't let that get in the way of freaking you out about Haitians when you watch this.
What did you do?
She had a cat.
Why'd you kill the cat?
Why did you do that?
Smile for me.
Yeah, she ain't smiling. So she on drugs or something. This crazy lady that's not a Haitian, I don't guess, or a illegal immigrant as far as we can tell, killed a cat. I guess swiped some of her lips or some shit because she's nuts and on drugs, right?
Smile with your teeth. Go like this. Did you eat that cat?
Did you eat that cat?
Did you eat it?
Did you eat a cat?
No, why'd you kill it?
Don't do it.
Did you guys see all this?
You have to eat it if you kill it.
We pulled up and she was just laying there with it.
Did you see her eating it?
Eating it.
She was eating it?
Yeah.
Just eating a cat, y'all.
You call the Humane Society, see if they'll come pick this cat up. It's deceased.
Dead cat, crazy lady eating. So obviously she's Haitian, and Haitians are responsible for eating everybody's cats. I think we can all agree about this, y'all. Don't believe me, here is a random woman from Facebook who has an anecdote about it.
Hey, Patriots.
What's
so
up?
I didn't want to
What's
believe
up,
what I'm
Patriots?
about to tell you.
I did want to believe this bullshit I'm about to spread. this lie, this racist lie to make you afraid of brown people. I couldn't believe it at first, but then I really wanted to believe it, so I did.
But after researching, looking into it in Ohio,
she did her research.
I actually have people out in Ohio.
Oh, she knows real people, y'all.
It turns out that there is accuracy to this story.
So accurate.
Springfield is a small town in Ohio.
It is.
4 years ago, it had about 60,000 residents. Under Harris and Biden, 20,000 Haitian immigrants were shipped to Springfield, Ohio.
Okay, no, that didn't happen. I immediately just went to Grok, which is owned by Elon Musk. It's supposed to be the right-wing AI to tell me all about this. And so I just asked, hey, were 20,000 Haitian immigrants shipped to Ohio? And it was like, no. Some Haitian immigrants were let into this country, all over the country, but none of them specifically shipped to Ohio. This is just literally something conservatives are making up to freak people out about. And also says, hey, there's no proof that they're eating anybody's cats or they're a major problem. This is literally just right-wing shitheads on X creating outrage to scare everybody with. Anyway, please continue, very intelligent lady.
The Haitians, and I'm not saying all of them, but some of them are
few of them.
Literally like going to parks, you know, how we feed the ducks or whatever. They are taking ducks and cutting their heads off.
Folks, this lady, super worried about the ducks. That's why she wants you to vote for Donald Trump and his family. They love the ducks. Don't kill and eat ducks, folks. These people definitely 100% worried about it. Anyway, continue.
And taking them home to eat them.
What? No way.
To cook them and eat them.
Cooking them?
There was a neighbor that was missing her cat. She couldn't find her cat. One day she came home from work. As soon as she stepped out of her car, looked towards a neighbor's house where Haitians live, and saw her cat hanging from a branch.
Didn't call the cops, y'all. Had her cat strung up, torturing, eating the cat. Didn't take a picture, didn't call shit. Called this lady. So this lady will let us all know about it. I'm really glad she did, because this 100% happened.
You do like a deer when you're field dressing or butchering.
Up a cat outside, y'all.
And they were carving the cat up to eat.
They were carving it up to eat.
They've been doing this to dogs.
They've been doing it and they just letting them. There's no laws there in Ohio against animal cruelty. There's nobody that's going to enforce these laws, so nobody even calls them on this hell on earth that actually exists.
A Snyder Park with the ducks and the geese.
Fuck a duck.
This is Harris and Biden's.
It's Harris and Biden. Mostly Harris, I think we'd all agree.
They flew these people in to Ohio.
Flew them. They literally flew these cat-eating Haitians directly into Ohio so they could eat our pets, y'all.
So if you're out in Ohio, please watch your animals. If you're anywhere, really, please watch your animals because their customs are not the same as ours, obviously. And this is just so wrong.
It's so wrong that I'm lying about that. So disgusting what I'm doing.
It is, in fact, true.
It's not. In fact, it's not true.
Please be safe. Keep your pets inside. Keep your cats inside.
Yes, be afraid at all times, folks, from the black folks that live in your area. They might be Haitians trying to eat your cats. And this was all over the place, folks. These are the people that were worried about your animals. Super animal lovers worried about the cats and dogs all the time. But yes, all over social media. All the NPCs immediately spread this, like Marjorie Trader Queen. Attention, all pet-eating illegal aliens. In America, cute kitties are pets, not food. Vote Trump to stop the Kamala Harris illegal invasion. Serious stuff from our highly elected leaders. And like I said, even Congress was out spreading this bullshit. Here's Representative Mike Collins. They're in the park grabbing up ducks by their neck and eating them. Why is he trying to speak Ebonics? I wonder. Just racist as fucking shit. Here's End Wokeness, which is run by Ted Piece of Shitbick. This says alternative account because when you're a right-wing influencer, it's very easy to start secondary accounts and make money off them. This is how they came up with the talking point that they're going to the parks and killing ducks. It's because of this one random anonymous post that piece of shit Bick saw on Facebook. Springfield is a small town in Ohio. 4 years ago, they had 60K residents. Under Biden and Harris, 20,000 Haitian immigrants were shipped to the town. Now ducks and pets are disappearing. This is where they got this, folks. An anonymous post. Warning to all about our beloved pets and those around us. My neighbor informed me that her daughter's friend had lost her cat. Oh yeah, this anonymous post about this person's neighbor's daughter's friend. She checked pages, kennels, asked around. One day she came home from work. As soon as she stepped out of her car, looked towards a neighbor's house where Haitians live, and saw her cat hanging from a branch like you do a deer for butchering, and they were carving it up to eat. I've been told they are doing this to dogs. They have been doing it at Snyder Park with the ducks and geese, as I was told that last bit by rangers and police. Please keep a close eye on these animals. That's all it takes, folks. So now J.D. Vance, the vice presidential candidate, also spreading this bullshit based on an anonymous post about a neighbor's daughter's friend that Jack piece of shit Bick saw on his alternative account and posted on Twitter. Vice President, y'all.
Chairman Brown, I'd like to ask unanimous consent to submit a letter for the record from the city of Springfield and our state, the southwestern part of our state, which I think highlights a very real example of this particular concern, straight from the horse's mouth itself. Now, this letter, I want to quote from it. Springfield has seen a surge in population through immigration that has significantly impacted our ability as a community to produce enough housing opportunities for all. Springfield's Haitian population has increased 15 to 20,000 over the last 4 years in a community of under 60,000 previous residents, putting a significant strain on our resources and ability to provide ample housing for all of our residents. And end quote there. And Mike.
Not ample housing.
Thank you.
So anyway,
in my conversations with
signal boosting for this racist attack about Haitians. That's the whole point. Make you incredibly scared of brown people and any immigrant, so that when Donald Trump claims he's going to crack down on him with Gestapo tactics, you're like, yeah, that's what we need to do. These cat eaters who are taking over apartment complexes, just lies. But it seems like it's working, folks. We're going to get over this, not to be the bearer of bad news, but it seems like, as I told you in the last show, Russia is successfully buying our country right now. It still seems like Donald Trump is the odds-on favorite. It seems like these tactics are working because they have every right-wing social media influencer all covering this shit at the exact same time, with Elon Musk, who owns one of the largest social media platforms, Twitter, signal boosting all of them at the same fucking time. Behind the scenes, under the table, paying them millions and millions and millions of dollars to highlight this. Meanwhile, YouTube's algorithm 100% signal boosts them every chance they get and bury channels like mine. So it seems like we're getting our ass kicked by this stuff, folks. It's terrifying. If it wasn't so goddamn crazy and embarrassing, I'd be laughing, but I can't. Meanwhile, Charlie Kirk also spreading this racist shit. I guess his Russian check cleared. Residents of Springfield, Ohio are reporting that Haitians are eating their family pets. Another gift of the Biden-Harris mass immigration replacement plan. Liberals will soon be lecturing Americans on why they need to be sensitive to Haitian culture and accept this. Then he got on his show, his highly, highly popular show, very well funded, and spread this racist shit.
There's some great Haitians in America. There's some, I've met them in Florida. But also there's a fair amount of Haitians that should have been better vetted and shouldn't be here at all. The elites in this country,
a lot of white boys that shouldn't be here either, all gums, watermelon head,
thought they could shame the locals of Springfield, Ohio into being quiet.
Nobody thought
they thought
of that.
All of them would be too scared of being called racist
Literally
to say
nobody thought
anything.
this. No, they
but
didn't.
they were wrong.
No, they didn't.
More and more people are speaking up about what has happened to their town. They're talking about how their hospitals, schools, and social services are being overwhelmed. They're talking about vagrants moving onto their lawns, and they fear all sorts of crime.
Hell on earth, y'all, because
And
the
now
blacks.
they're talking about something even crazier. Allegedly, Haitians are going around and taking people's pets and eating them. The duck pond in a local park is being picked clean. So allegedly, you have Haitians in this town of Springfield, Ohio, that are going by and eating ducks.
Allegedly.
In August of last year, a Haitian without a legal license drove a minivan onto oncoming traffic and hit a school bus, killing an 11-year-old, Aiden Clark.
Right, he wasn't a legal immigrant either. He had a car accident, he killed somebody. Oh no, be afraid of the black people, folks. Be afraid. And it's working. What can I say, folks? We about to get the country we deserve, unfortunately. Ain't nothing else I can goddamn do about it. Ain't nothing else I can say about it. Ain't no more alarm bells for me to fucking turn off or turn on to warn you guys either fucking way. Here's Representative Jim Jordan. When President Trump was in office, the border was secure. Illegal aliens weren't eating your pets. All of them on board to spread this now, folks. The hive mind. Here's Ted Cruz, Senator Ted Cruz. Please vote Trump so Haitian immigrants don't eat us, say the cute little cats. Newsmax ran multiple stories on it. Here's just one of them.
They came up to the border. ICE has them now, but Alejandro Jose Coronel Zarate, a 26-year-old Venezuelan, was in Prairie du Chien, excuse me if that's wrong, a town in Wisconsin there, arrested now. I feel like this is getting worse and worse by each passing day. We see where these people have gone.
Absolutely. And now you have those stories breaking out, too, about the Haitians in Iowa or Ohio, rather, eating people's house pets, stealing geese off of the golf courses and taking cats and killing them and eating them. This is a real problem. It's a real problem. Kind of a collision of culture, if you will. And you're seeing what happens when you bring people into this country without vetting them.
Blacks.
They don't have the right to be here. They're committing all types of crimes. And I'm going to be really interested to see if the Democrats stand up and say, wait a minute, these Haitian cat stories are too far. Because after all, it almost seems as though if you come into this country illegally and you commit a murder or a rape, a burglary, an assault, hey, that's not good. But really, when you start killing cats, see, that's where we draw the line. I'm going to be interested to see if they say something about it. But one last thing I want to say, though, about the debate. What we're not factoring in yet will be the performance of the moderators. If they are the story coming out of the...
Whatever. Moderators going to fucking cheat. My God, I hope Kamala does something in this town hall tomorrow, because it's looking grim. And, of course, cat turd all over it. Hide your pets from Kamala, he said, as he got hundreds of thousands of likes. Dude literally ran over his own dog, but vote Trump 2024 to save me from being eaten. Yay, save the cat turd. They eat cats, not cat turds, dude. Anyway, doesn't matter. Yeah, like I said, on Elon Musk, this was trending. Here he is spreading it himself. Ohio right now, Snowball. One, yep, they go eat Snowball, everybody. This is what the world's richest man is signal boosting. And yep, it's basically just Vladimir Putin directly to Elon Musk's ear. That's how everything works. Vladimir Putin is buying up our country right now. Pretty cheaply, and he's successfully doing it. Everybody who was involved in it, they're just making jokes out of it. The president himself is covering for them. They're making them even more famous. And this is only one thing we know about, folks. Not all the other rich people who are pouring millions and billions of dollars into right-wing influencers. Not the other Russian accounts putting millions into the right-wing influencers. Just one thing we know about it. So, meanwhile, yep, Shady Vance also Johnny on the spot to spread this bullshit story, of course, along with some accounts directly linked to Trump. And, of course, they've already debunked it, folks. This isn't true. Springfield police say no reports of pets stolen after a viral social media post, but none of that matters. They just decided to lie their way into the White House, and it seems to be working. And, yes, Springfield police say no report of pets stolen after a viral social media post, but it doesn't fucking matter, y'all. It doesn't seem to be mattering right now, unfortunately. The American populace has no clue what is going on. Low information voters. It only takes a small percentage of them. The minority can vote for Donald Trump, and they can get the Electoral College and they can win. So, at the end of the Chud Watch, we're going to look into what a next Trump presidency might look like for us, folks, because it's becoming more and more likely, unfortunately. I wish I could lie to you and wish I could hype this up more than I am, but I don't want to lie to you. I just want to be honest. Hopefully something major is going to change between now and then, but I am no longer very optimistic about this, folks. It looks like the momentum is slowed. Dominicans eat beavers. You are what you eat. I'm a pussy. It's amazing. Actually, that's not true. I don't eat pussy. Kittens get attention. Yep. I guess that's an effective tactic. Don't fuck with cats. Yeah, too busy working to get educated. That's mainly what it is. People are just struggling to get by, working their 3 fucking jobs, just trying to keep their kids fed, and then the only information they get are just like sound bites on news or just read headlines on Twitter and social media, so they just don't know what the fuck's going on, and it's impossible to educate a populace that doesn't want to be fucking educated. And all right, we're along, folks. Moving right in, even I guess that was the start of it already. very short at the end of it, a little Coconut Express. Woo-hoo, all aboard! Woo-hoo. Yeah, there you go. Tulsi Gabbard. I don't know why, but it doesn't matter. And first off, on the Kamala Express, very short one. Even Hassan Abbey, folks, losing his spirit, it seems like. Realizing the momentum has incredibly fucking slowed. What it was her getting up there and saying that her policies aren't going to differ from Biden when it comes to Palestine in any way. We were all fucking psyched up, and then she got up there and said, Israel has a right to defend itself, and then it just let all the fucking air out of the sails. The balloon just fucking deflated, folks. And as Hassan says, I've been saying this for months, Kamala Harris had momentum because she wasn't Biden. Now that she spent most of the post-Tim Walz VP pick cycle running as though she is Biden, she's losing that momentum, and she is, folks. You can feel it. You can feel the airs leaving the goddamn tires as she lets this thing slip through her fucking fingers because they would rather democracy end than stop murdering children. It's the craziest shit I've ever fucking seen. She would literally not be the first woman president in history than stop killing children. I can't explain it. I really can't. Meanwhile, Trump just goofy as fucking shit. This ought to be so easy to beat, folks. It should be no contest. He's out there like, no boxes or artificial lists will be allowed to stand on during my upcoming debate. This is what he's awake at 3 o'clock in the morning thinking about. Kamala standing on top of a box or not. We had this out previously with former New York City Mayor Michael Bloomberg when he was in a debate and he was not allowed a lift. It would be a form of cheating, and the Democrats cheat enough. You are who you are. It was determined, only, this you are who you are, motherfucker, is constantly wearing lifts. As someone who wore lifts, he is always in fucking lifts. You are what you are, but it doesn't apply to him, folks. It's only cheating when other people do it. His little baby feet barely sticking out of his fucking lifts, but just so insecure in every goddamn way. And God love Mark Cuban, of course, eat the rich, fuck all billionaires, but he's trying to be the good billionaire, of which there is no such thing. But he's always out here fighting against the rightoids on social media. And Ben Shapiro, mad at Happiness, I guess, posted this video that seems like it should be a heartwarming video of Kamala Harris.
Aw, come here. What is that about? What is that about? I think you understand. I'm pretty sure you know.
Oh, it's going to be good. We're going to be good. We're going to be fine. We're going to be fine. We are all in this together.
Yes, we are.
We're going to be fine.
Okay, so how could you possibly see that clip and have a problem with it? Well, if you're Ben Shapiro, you're all like, if you want your presidential candidate to hug you, please seek psychological help. What the fuck? Literally, Donald Trump's cult wants them to ride him. We were born to ride DJ 45. What the fuck? They want him to be their daddy and dictator. Want him to spank us like all bad little boys need. Always a fucking joke. So Mark Cuban's kind of trying to set him straight. If you don't want a presidential candidate capable of hugging, please seek psychological help. Empathy and kindness are skills that are possessed by great leaders in 2024, but no, kindness is weakness if you're a conservative. You have to be hateful, spiteful, little, mean, a bully. That's the only thing they fucking respect. Meanwhile, unsurprisingly, influencers being paid to push sexual attacks on Harris. This is a separate little terrorist cell they found that was providing $20,000 to right-wing influencers for spreading sexualized insults. You know, she likes to give blowjobs, she's a whore, that type of thing. Can you imagine how many different Russian projects there are out there? How many little secret missions there are? We found out about one, but this mixed with the rich also carrying out their own little secret missions like this, pumping up every right-wing dickhead, flooding them with fucking money, flooding them with bots to make them look like they have way more subscribers than they have, flooding all their videos with likes, flooding their AdSense with advertising dollars. Just every way they can possibly prop this bullshit up and make sure they dominate social media, they're doing, folks. And it seems to be working. Meanwhile, good to see Harris finally puts out a list of policy positions on campaign site. Better late than never. And it was pretty boilerplate stuff, but it looks pretty good. Cut taxes for the middle class, make rent more affordable for home ownership, grow small businesses and invest in entrepreneurs, take on bad actors and bring down costs, strengthen and bring down the cost of health care, protect and strengthen Social Security and Medicare, support American innovation and workers, provide a pathway to the middle class through quality, affordable education, invest in affordable child care and long-term care. So all good things, nothing anybody should have a problem with. But the new CBS poll, folks, shows it is a dead heat. Michigan 50-49, Pennsylvania 50-50, Wisconsin 51-49, and all the swing states, all the states that really decide our presidency. It is a fucking toss-up. Crazy to think it could be this close, but it is. If only she would come out against the Zionists, but I'm not hopeful. We'll see what happens tomorrow night, though, folks. There's going to be a debate between the two of them tomorrow, supposedly. So we'll see what happens when they show up, and I'll keep it covered. Little Misty joining us tonight. What up, Misty? You guys requested Misty, and she's back by popular demand. Bots gonna bots. Yep, doing what they do. Vote for Harris no matter what. Even if she's 10 points above the orange clown, definitely got to vote like she's going to lose. Don't let what happened to Hillary happen again. All right, bro, move right along, folks. Get your super chats in. Going to read all the super chats at the end of this section, so don't leave me hanging. If you like my show, support it. But now it's time for... All right, guys. It ain't time for that. I can tell you goddamn that much right... Hey, what the fuck? Why? Why? That's mean and spiteful. See? NWO in here. NWO starting shit, because when you're NWO, you're NWO for life. Oh, hell no. New World Order. New World Order. Don't you do that. Little Hollywood Misty over here being a dickhead. Anyway, it's time for Chad Watch.
Chad Watch. Talking about Chad Watch. We talk about shows and then
First off, on the Chad Watch. Same shit every week. It says they're not even hiding anymore, but they were never fucking hiding it.
All we say to America is be true to what you said on.
Yeah, latest Trump get together. And, oh yeah, what's that? Oh, okay. Something seems right at home here, folks. Yes. It's 1930 all over again. Tell me they're not the party of racism, folks, and they're not even trying to hide it. They don't give a fuck. Klan right out in your face, holding up their Trump endorsed by the KKK. Yeah, look at classy, folks. So classy. Look at that. There's a strong genetic tree right there. Definitely not a bunch of slack-jawed inbreds. No chance of that, folks. Meanwhile, hard to believe this is real life, folks, but this is real. This is a news site in the United States of America running a news story. Tell me this isn't identical to what will be happening in North Korea.
He started a movement. Now he has a book to look back on the movement so far. It's called Save America, and it's a beautiful photographic documentary of Trump's presidency and beyond. The striking images show Trump combating the China virus, fighting terrorism, creating jobs, securing the border, unleashing American energy, revitalizing patriotism, and restoring the American spirit. It shows Trump defending our values, our families, our traditions, and our freedom. And it says that, if elected to a second term, the best is yet to come. On the very first page is the 45th president's mugshot. Printed on it in his handwriting, it says, "Never give up, never surrender." This is the main message of these pictures that will assault your eye to ensure that you understand that what he always says is true. In the end, they're not coming after him. They're coming after you. He's just standing in their way.
That's right, folks. This criminal just standing in the way of the people who are coming after him for his crimes. But they're trying to set up a new dictatorship, and they seem to be successful, funded and supported by not just Elon Musk, but mainly Vladimir Putin. Meanwhile, this dude's brain is scrambled eggs now. It's tapioca. Here he is giving a shout out to Elon Musk.
Boeing had a little, I shouldn't say there's a beautiful Boeing plane there, but Boeing had a little hard time, as you heard. So they're going to save, Leon's going to send up a rocket.
Leon!
He looks forward to it. That's all he thinks about is things.
Leon. Good old Leon. Going to send up a rocket and save Boeing. Good old Leon. And this is what I skipped the last show, folks, because I couldn't even stand to listen to this guy ramble, but I'll just read you what he said. Hard to believe this is real life, but this is the world we're living in, folks. This guy is the guy who's odds-on favorite to be our next president. What specific legislation will you commit to make child care affordable? His response, well, I would do that, and we're sitting down. You know, I was somebody. We had Marco Rubio and my daughter Ivanka, but I think when you talk about the kind of numbers that I'm talking about, that's because the child care couldn't. You know, there's something you have to have it in this country. You have to have it. I want to stay with child care. So we'll take care of it. Thank you. Just rambling fucking nothingness. She gonna eat your cat. That's what they're gonna win the presidency with, folks. Dude's gonna become a dictator of the United States on she gonna eat your cat. Because that's what we deserve, folks. This is who we are as a people. We about to fuck around and find out 2024. Meanwhile, he just lying, folks, lying his ass off. He's telling this fantasy again about how you send your kid to the school and they give your kid surgeries without your permission.
Can you imagine you're a parent and your son leaves the house and you say, Jimmy, I love you so much. Go have a good day in school. And your son comes back with a brutal operation. Can you even imagine this?
I cannot.
What the hell is wrong with our country?
Nothing. That has literally never happened. You were just making that fucking up completely 100%. But it doesn't matter, folks. He's decided he could just say anything now. Words have no meaning. They literally coming to rape your cats, y'all. And Vladimir Putin gonna fund it all. And we gonna end up speaking Russian, I guess. Meanwhile, here he is bragging about how when they do the mass immigration roundups, you know, all the Haitians they made us fear, all the Venezuelans who they made us afraid are taking over apartment complexes, well, the whole point is to scapegoat these people. And when Trump starts to make himself a dictator, he has to have an enemy to fight against. It's going to be the brown people. And it's going to be a bloody deal to get them out of this country. You don't believe me?
They're radicals headed up by a radical governor in Colorado that has no clue how to solve this influx of crime into his state. And by the way, Colorado's one state. It's much worse in other states. But in Colorado, they've taken over. I mean, in Colorado, they're so brazen, they're taking over sections of the state. And, you know, getting them out will be a bloody story. Should have never been allowed to come.
It'll be a bloody story, folks. We're making you afraid of the blacks. We're making you afraid of the browns. We're going to go in and we're going to round them all up. Get rid of these people who are poisoning the blood of America. That's what Putin wants, folks. Pit us against each other, and it seems like they're getting it. Meanwhile, here he is talking about how strong dictatorial countries are, how dictators actually have way better countries than America, folks. There's a reason he's saying this. He's telling us exactly what he's going to do.
You know, everyone's always talking about these terrible countries to live in, that regime and this or that. But those countries don't have crime like we do, not even close.
They have way higher crime rate than they do, but it doesn't matter, folks. He is just trying to set you up. It's like the frog being boiled alive. Just turn the heat up more and more and more. And then when it comes time, hey, I told you. You have to be a dictator to round these brownies up to keep the blood of our country from being poisoned. And folks, here he is just basically claiming he's already been cheated out of the 2024 election so that he can try to do another coup. Cease and desist. I, together with many attorneys and legal scholars, am watching the sanctity of the 2024 presidential election very closely because I know better than most the rampant cheating and skullduggery that has taken place by the Democrats in 2020 presidential election. Just setting it up a whole another coup again. I called it out last time. I'm calling it out this time, folks. Pretty clear what he wants to fucking do. And then the guy who's being paid by Russia, the guy who knows all the right-wing influencers being paid by Russia, going to make a joke out of it, folks. Vladimir Putin going to buy our country. They're going to pay all the right-wing influencers millions of dollars to sell out our country. And our president going to be one of the main ones to let them get away with it.
Ago it started again. The Justice Department said Russia may be involved in our elections again. You see that, Mr. Congressman?
It's a big joke. Spending tens of millions of dollars to spread discord among us, and it's a big joke to the guy who's odds-on favorite to be our next president, y'all.
Great congressman from Texas. You see that? Russia. It's Russia. And you know, the whole world laughed at him this time. 2.5 years.
Literally nobody laughed. We all saw it with their own eyes. We all know what was going on. You guys are making a joke out of it, that's for sure. But that doesn't mean everybody's laughing. That means you guys are trying to downplay it, where our country gets fucking sold out to Vladimir Putin. Pretty depressing.
Not a phone call made to Russia, not anything to do with Russia, except stopping their pipeline and lots of other things that these people approved. And they said just the other day, the Attorney General, we are looking at Russia. And I said, oh, no, it's Russia, Russia, Russia all over again. But they don't look at China, and they don't look at Iran.
Israel?
They look at Russia.
The one doing it?
I don't know what it is with poor Russia. This very, but you know what? It started.
Yeah, I don't know what it is with poor Russia, folks. Poor Russia buying up our goddamn government right along with Israel. Going to be run by Israel and Russia. That's the future of America as it stands right now. Meanwhile, as he's already spread fear against Venezuelans in Colorado and Haitians in Ohio, this is the whole point of it, folks. Make you very afraid. So when they ramp up the fascism, he can get away with violently assaulting people.
The moment we win, we will rapidly review the cases of every political prisoner unjustly victimized by the Harris regime.
Oh, yeah. Here he is setting up his defense on how he's going to do another coup, folks. He's letting them know, hey, I will pardon you, so don't worry about your coups. Just go right along with it. And hard to believe, folks, but yes, it's true. The Fraternal Order of Police just endorsed the guy who did this. They just endorsed the guy that said he's going to pardon these people who beat policemen. On day one, he's going to pardon them. And yes, police unions support felon over prosecutors, folks, that gave him their full-throated endorsement. This is the world we live in. You can literally send your thugs to beat police, and their union will give you an endorsement. Meanwhile, this is what you call cognitive dissonance, doublethink, where you hold two completely competing ideas in your head at the same time. Both of them cannot be true. Yet you see them both as true, even though they can't logically be. I'm voting for the felon and also back the badge. Yeah, I'm a law and order candidate. I love law and order. Oh, I love him when he commits crimes. 100% 1984 doublethink. And lies, animal lies. If it's not, they go eat your cats or take over your apartment complex. It's, why are you worried about voting for felons? Don't you know that Martin Luther King Jr. was a felon? Yeah, here's Dr. Naomi Wolf, a long-term right-wing liar who says, I was in an Uber with a Virginian driver who was talking about civil rights and said he would never vote for a convicted felon. I pointed out that Reverend Martin Luther King Jr. was a convicted felon. There was a pause. I stumped him. I stumped the shit out of him. There was a long pause because they didn't know what the fuck to say. Yeah, because you lying. Martin Luther King Jr. was not a felon. He was indicted on a felony charge of tax evasion, but was acquitted. The jail time he did was for not any felony. Obviously, that's all you guys fucking got. Oh, but it seems to be pretty effective, so I guess that's all you fucking need. Meanwhile, this clip from Shady Vance, once again, shitting on anybody that wants to get out of violent marriages. Conservatives think you shouldn't have no-fault divorces. They think you should be trapped inside loveless marriages, violent marriages. No way to fucking escape. If you don't believe me, just listen to him.
And this is one of the great tricks that I think the sexual...
revolution pulled on the American populace, which is this idea that, like, well, okay, these marriages were fundamentally, they were maybe even violent, but certainly they were unhappy, and so getting rid of them and making it easier for people to shift spouses like they change their underwear, that's going to make people happier in the long term. And maybe it worked out for the moms and dads, though I'm skeptical, but it really didn't work out for the kids of those marriages.
Yeah, I'm skeptical to whether getting out of violent marriages actually helped the women who got away from their violent husbands, but I know it didn't help them kids. Them kids should have been trapped inside that terrible marriage and had to watch their dad beat the shit out of their mom like Jesus would have wanted. Just fuck, what a ghoul these people are. And it started to look like J.D. Vance also, folks. This is the scary part. Starting to look like this guy's going to be our next president. Not our next, but the next after that. Because odds are statistically that Trump is not going to live to be, 82 or 83. He's not going to see the end of his term. So this guy apparently is the odds-on favorite now to be our future president. And here he is saying that professors are the enemy of the people.
I think in this movement of national conservatism, what we need more than inspiration is we need wisdom. And there was a wisdom in what Richard Nixon said approximately 40, 50 years ago. He said, and I quote, "The professors are the enemy."
Yay! The professors are the enemy! Just exactly what I want our future president saying. Fuck the professors, fuck science. All of you forced to have rape babies and stay inside violent marriages. Yay, America! And of course, this fucking weirdo. I made fun of this last show. I made fun of me being in the pool with a shirt on as a joke, just to self-deprecate on what a loser I would be if I did that. And then he did it, folks. Shady Vance swimming in the pool with his shirt on. So, oh my God, dude. So weird and creepy. We about to have a president who swims with his shirt on, y'all. Oh, fuck no, America. What have we become? Just so depressing. Meanwhile, apparently, Michigan Supreme Court says RFK must remain on the ballot. He was suing them. He sued to get on the ballot. And then after all his effort to sue to get on the ballot, now he's suing to get off of it because he wants to try to hurt Kamala Harris. But, gotta stay on it. And then, this is how ridiculous our country has gotten, folks. Trump has pledged to put this lunatic in charge of public health. So here he is posting this. This is not a path to help. It's the highway to chronic illness, he says as he posts this picture. And he says to this picture, each one of those shots is billed as a medical advance, so our children should be healthier than ever. But the opposite is true. We have to seriously study whether the scores of shots children receive, literally starting on the first day of their lives, is doing more harm than good. Only, this is a picture of an Iraqi baby surrounded by the fertility treatments that her parent used to conceive her. Not childhood vaccines. It was originally shared in 2020. But it doesn't matter, folks. They're so fucking stupid. They can't be bothered to research any goddamn thing they say. And so this guy's going to be in charge of vaccinating our children, I guess. This guy who thinks fertility treatments to an Iraqi baby are vaccination treatments. So we're doomed. I don't know what else to fucking do about it at this point, folks. Meanwhile, it's how doomed we are. These shameless fucking grifters being paid millions by the Russians to make videos like this that get millions and millions and millions of views.
I'm encouraged by the joining of Trump's Republican MAGA movement by Robert Kennedy. Because I've known Bobby Kennedy for a while, not as long as you, of course, but I believe Bobby Kennedy to be a very decent and beautiful and kind man.
He's just as decent and beautiful and kind as you are, Russell Brand.
And I also note that since he has joined the campaign, he is brought to the forefront, and I'm, of course, not claiming to be an expert in your politics, but I noted that he spoke about free speech and the integrity.
They bullshit about free speech while Elon Musk continuously ends free speech. They don't give a shit about this.
That. Ending war.
Oh, ending war. Oh, let's all do fucking that. Although he's an Israeli stooge, so lies, both him and Trump are in zero way going to end the genocide of the Israeli people. You're talking about the Ukraine war, though. Yes, they will end that war by pulling all aid from Ukraine and then helping Russia just completely sack Ukraine, kill all the people, rape all their women. Yes, I guess that war will be ended after Ukraine is destroyed, if that's what you mean. Go ahead.
And children's
health. When Michelle Obama tried to do this, you guys fucking freaked out about it. This guy's a nut job. Everything he says about children's health is only going to make the goddamn thing worse.
Health. From which I can only conclude he must have become some sort of right-wing fascist.
It's just so stupid, but yeah. Funded by billionaires making all the money. Paid to sell out our country, and it's working, folks. And yeah. Jesus Christ, says Carl Benjamin. You guys know Carl Benjamin, Sorry Got a VCAD. He seems pretty concerned about the Russian pipeline getting outed, folks. I wonder who is paying his bills. Jesus Christ, the hysteria in America is off the charts. There was an allegation made of it's being treated as if it's the proof. Utterly unreal. Yep, you know it's true. You know who your daddy is. Carl Benjamin. You should be fucking worried. Meanwhile, unsealed FBI documents expose terrifying depth of Russian disinfo scheme. 2,800 influencers associated with Russian propaganda. This is just one scheme, folks. Just one of their plans. 2,800 influencers. It's almost the entirety of both YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. All these people funded by both Russia and billionaires like Elon Musk in order to steal our election, which they seem to be doing. Now, I don't believe everything, obviously, that Nate Silver says, but just to give you an idea, this is Kamala Pack sending this out. Kamala Pack seems a little worried. Breaking 64% chance Trump wins the Electoral College. Just before the first Harris-Trump debate, election forecast Nate Silver predicts that Trump is the favorite to win the Electoral College in November. 64% chance. So, just saying, folks, I want to drink all the hopium and copium just like the rest of you, but if Trump ends up winning, do not be shocked, folks. They're buying us up. They got all the money. They're making a big joke out of it, and it's fucking working. I don't know what the fuck else to say. And that is my Chud Watch, unfucking fortunately. So, real quick, let's talk about what a Trump administration will look like. What a next Trump administration will look like, which is seeming more and more likely. So, in my opinion, what do we have to look forward to? First off, it seems like he's going to go through with his tariff things. So, how that's going to work is there's going to be giant tariffs on any products from China, which means that, yes, American goods for the exact same thing will become more competitive, but it'll allow any Americans who had to bring their prices down to compete with China on the same products, means they can immediately lift their prices without having to lift the quality of their product. And then products that we buy from China that there's not a good supply made for in America, that means that American manufacturers can start up and they can make the products, but they can also charge more than their general profit rate because they don't have to compete with China anymore, so they can raise the prices. So pretty much anything that you're used to getting from China for cheaper, you can see the price immediately go up. Some of it might be replaced with American businesses, but they'll also increase the fucking price to make sure that they can wrench out ultimate profits, which they'll be able to do from the tariffs. But mostly, a lot of these products won't be created by America. We won't have a comparable product to what China puts out. So just immediately up all our prices to China. So inflation is going to go up huge. Also, what we learned from Donald Trump is that he loves to turn on the money machine. We know that he added 40% to the monetary supply in 22 months when he was president. So that signals a future incredible acceleration of inflation, both from his tariffs and from his money printing. So that should be good for Bitcoin, I guess. Bitcoin should go up, probably gold is going to go up. The value of the U.S. dollar should plummet pretty heavily. It seems like probably he's going to immediately ban transgender people from the military. Seems like they'll have some kind of national law to ban trans people from sports. Seems like probably he'll do some kind of presidential program to make hiring for DEI, diversity, equity, and inclusion illegal, at least federally, stuff like that. What else you think is going to happen? Yeah, you hear my cats? They are not happy about this situation, folks. The whole point is to funnel the money back to the rich, like it hasn't already been enough, folks. So whatever it takes to do that, and inflation is a great way to backdoor money from the poorest to the richest, because poor people have more of their immediate wealth stored in the U.S. dollar. So if they can just go into your bank account and take your buying power away from you and then give it to the rich, that's basically the same as stealing your money. So you can see more of that happening, folks. Mass deportation, of course. Yes, I can see that happening, which is going to hurt the situation even more. We need millions of migrants to help make things in this country, to help support the economy, to help fund Social Security, because we don't have enough old people who are having kids to do that. So seems bad to me, but what you gonna do? And all right, folks, if you like what I do, please consider supporting on patreon.com/Codcast. It is my patron site, and I only make money off you guys. Shut up, Dusty. You guys supporting my show. There are a few ads that run on the show, but I don't make any money off the ads. The ads are whoever copyrighted my show. They get all the money. I make none of the money. So if you like the show, the only way I make money is through my super chats and through my Patreon account. So please support the show and me and the cats if you like what I do, so I can keep doing this. We're very, very underfunded compared to the competition. We're just barely goddamn getting by. So if you want to help us compete with the Russians taking over our country, please consider going and becoming a patron. Thank you in advance. All right, let's read the super chats. What we got on the super chats? $40, Rebecca Poise. What up, Rebecca? It appears that RFK Brainworm has spawned into the MAGA brains. Looking forward to hearing about this tomorrow. He was always a fucking sellout. Just doing this to get him a cushy job with the government. It's very transparent. BBC, what a BBC. Anywho, I hope that you enjoyed the trades. Oh, enjoyed the shit out of them. Still enjoying them. Made them extra strong. Hell yeah, I like them strong. Just like I like my mans. Oh, what a man. Did I mention that I bake my Mr. Weed E? We have cookies. Hell yeah. Everybody go subscribe to Mr. BBC's new channel and learn about his weed cookies. That sounds fun. Jupiter Quake, Jupe. 666 Hell Satan. Dusty Quinn got extra scritches. Hell yeah. And was purring up a storm. That's the way to do it. Long distance kitty high five. Fist bump to the kitties. Thank you, Jupe. Isaac, 6'5", $120. My bad, Dusty. It's been a while since I've donated. Drinking beer is helping me keeping me up. Hell yeah. But I'm normally snoring at 7 because I work early. I was listening to your show and work the next day, though. Take my money. Yeah, well, thank you for supporting me, and I hope you have a good day at work. Listen to me is a great way to help pass the time. Jason Ashby, 1 ticket. Thank you, Jason Ashby. That's the way to do it. Appreciate you. Will you wish my wife, Boo, a happy birthday? Happy birthday to Boo. Will you wish my wife a happy colonoscopy? Whatever works. Happy colonoscopy. $5. I'm very disappointed at the lack of eating pussy jokes with this cat eating story. I don't eat no fucking pussy. Apparently that's a big feminist power play to make men eat your pussy. I see that on these shows that have these boss women. They're always grabbing a guy and pulling their head down their pussies, and they're like, "Ooh, you go, girl! You made that dude eat your pussy." So, but I don't know. I'm bad at sex, so I don't do that. Aaron Mason just figured out super chats. My wife and I love your show. Hey, tell your wife I said what up, and thanks, Aaron. Appreciate you guys. Living my best life, $10. Hey, what up? Living my best life. Good to see you. I appreciate you. $2, Sedona. Sedona, happy to be here with you, Dusty and Chad. Hey, happy to have you here. Thank you, Sedona. Appreciate you. Should I take a day off and go to the Kamala rally in Greensboro on Thursday? Hell yeah. Why wouldn't you, Venture Van? Basset Gang, $10. I live near Springfield. I have never heard this crap before about cats and ducks. Our country is insane. Yep, just lie until you become the president. Seems to be working. And Ivy Evans gave 10 free tickets. Hey, if you're watching this on the replay, be sure to show up live because you have a chance to win a random free ticket to all the after parties. And Ivy just gave 10 away. So if you got one, show up at the after party tonight and give Ivy your love. Isaac, $5. If the majority of Republicans support Israel's genocide, you would think Kamala would sit back and think, maybe I'm on the wrong side of history. Like I said, I can't explain it. Literally would rather end democracy and lose the presidency than not kill children. That's how evil that these people are. Makes no fucking sense. Joe Bot, $5. Conservatives say they aren't racist, but the Klan votes conservative. Yeah, I live in the South. Every racist here is a conservative MAGA member, 100% of them. Jupe, 666, Hell Satan Klan. This really be happening again? Yep. Second verse, same as the first. Agent Orange, what up, Agent? The guy in the KK outfit is Mike Picard. He has a YouTube channel called Professional Dudes that goes around trolling. Oh, he's trolling? Okay, well, I'm not surprised. He fits in too good with those people. He's the hero we don't need but don't deserve. All right. Well, troll him then. And Swagger and Cat $50 despite the fact that there are Haitians in the neighborhood. The Pharaohs do not live in fear and send their regards. Hey, regards back to the Pharaohs. Yeah. Hey, keep them on the inside in case the blacks. Used to be people that had Asian restaurants they used to make fun of for eating cats and stuff. Now it's the blacks. I guess racism done found a different target. And thank you, Swagger Cat. Very generous. I appreciate you. Maximus, $10. Kitty party. They loud as shit. And yes, we go do a kitty party at the end of the show. And if you guys want to get your super chats in, there's still plenty of time. Going to do them all at the end. Get them in now, get them in early, get them in often. But now it's time for Trash World. La, 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 la. Hell yeah. First off, Undernight Trash World. So they're still trying to pretend like this latest school shooter was either trans or gay, y'all, because this is all they have, even though he was a right-wing dickhead who hated gay people, who shot up the school because he thought that the acceptance of trans people was too much. It doesn't matter because, like I said, we live in a post-truth society and all they have to do is lie, and they know the mass majority of the low information voters won't read past the headline, and so they just believe the first thing they fucking see, and they'll go and they'll use that as an excuse to spread their hatred. Like lives a TikTok child rat bitch. Father of Georgia school shooter told investigator his son was bullied for being gay. He did not say that. What he said was that they bullied him by calling him gay. He wasn't gay. He was actually very homophobic, and so being called gay as a bullying tactic by the other students was very effective. But he was not gay. It's the exact opposite. They use calling people gay as a bullying tactic. That's why the people that go read stories at Drag Queen Story Hour, that's why they're doing this. They're trying to make being both gay, drag, different, acceptable. So that if you're bullied, or you're the type that would bully other people for being gay, you won't do that. You'll see them as just normal and not spread this hatred. That's what it's all about. And that's what they're doing to this kid, right? But it doesn't matter, folks. The opposite of everything they say is true. So they want you to so bad fear and hate gay people and go out and commit violence on them that they'll blame them for everything. And here's a Billboard Chris. Again, another trans activist school shooter. Gender ideologies that does not belong in schools or anywhere in our society. It's a dangerous cult, but it's literally you guys who are making this anything to do with gender ideology. It's your cult that is making this shit dangerous for everybody. And they know it's not true, folks. They know none of this is true, but this is lives a TikTok literally paid by Elon Musk to spread anti-trans propaganda and make his own life's daughter harder and more dangerous. That's what Elon Musk is doing, and paid by the richest man in the world to post stuff like this. The Georgia school shooter had a Discord account where he wrote his intentions to commit school shootings because he was trans or whatever lies. Affirm my identity or we'll shoot your kids. None of this is true, folks. They know it's not, but they don't care. Watch how quickly this story disappears. Yeah, it's not fucking true, but it did disappear. You continuously spread lies, even though you know it's putting people's lives in danger and getting paid by the world's richest men to do so. And the shooter wasn't LGBT. Yeah, this is the kind of memes they're putting up. We need common sense gun control to stop violence in our schools. The shooter was an LGBTQ ally, and the FBI was watching him for over a year. What shooter? Where are you going? But that's not true. He wasn't an LGBTQ ally. Yes, the FBI was aware of his existence, and red flag laws should have taken his gun away from him. But since we don't enforce red flag laws in this country because of insane ammosexuals, the Second Amendment cult, like the person that posted this, that is why he still had his guns, folks. And yes, of course, they're posting this fake picture of Colt Gray, Kamala, she, her, they, trans pride, whatever they can do to make trans people's lives less safe. Meanwhile, folks, apparently he shot up all those people because of a black woman. Out of all the things they could find to blame, they somehow managed to blame a black person. Mrs. Lisa Butler was Colt Gray's counselor at Appalachia High School. Students have been sending us emails saying she is the worst counselor, doesn't do her job, and some even blame her. The grandparents of Colt Gray called Butler a week before the shooting to warn her about his, threatening to shoot up the school. Almost like the parents should have done something about it. Or the grandparents, or literally anybody. And yes, digging up a black woman to take the fall for this shit is a new layer of sinister, but nobody should be fucking surprised, folks. Anything to pass the buck, lay the blame anywhere else than where it belongs. Meanwhile, remember the same people, when Trump got shot, wore ear bandages to show their support for him. But when kids and teachers get shot, they wear AR-15 pins to show their support for the AR-15s. That's what a ghoulish, monstrous society we live in, folks. Just the craziest sacks of shit ruling us, being paid by Russia to rule us. Meanwhile, did you guys hear about the crazy motherfucker who was on I-75 shooting up the whole goddamn interstate? Turns out he bought his gun, an AR-15, the same morning, along with 2,000 rounds of ammunition, because of course he did. Welcome to fucking America, where any insane crazy person can just go buy an AR-15 and 2,000 rounds of ammo and just shoot the fucking place up, because why not? In gun we worship, in gun we trust. And I covered this story a little bit earlier, the Haitian gentleman who wasn't illegal, who wrecked his car and wrecked into this kid who died. Another migrant they're using to scapegoat to make you afraid of all brown and black people. The Donald! 11-year-old Aiden Clark was killed on his way to school in Springfield, Ohio. His killer was a Haitian illegal alien. No, he wasn't. DHS Biden-Harris let him in. That's right, folks. Be afraid of the Haitians. Be very afraid. And now, folks, they're shitting on this kid's dad, because this kid's dad does not want his son's death used to scapegoat black people and be used for racism. Dan as well, it was a school bus crash caused by a illegal Haitian with no driver's license. Not true. Here's what Aiden's cuck parent said at the city council meeting. His cuck parent, that's how they're referring to him, folks. Please do not mix up the values of our family with the uninformed majority that vocalize their hate. Aiden embraced different cultures and would insist you do the same. Thank you to the community and your continued support. They sound like liberal idiots. What the hell do different cultures have to do with illegals, illegally driving around with no driver's license and killing people? Is that a cultural thing? They sound like the problem with modern society. Kid's probably better off. Yeah, he's better off dead than with a dad who's not racist. They might have cut off his dick in the name of equity. They are. They'd rather make sure everyone know they are woke and tolerant than get justice for their son. Just bottom of the barrel trash goblins, every one of them. Sickening. And then you guys hear about the Linkin Park controversy. Did you guys remember Linkin Park? Sure you do. Remember they're the band who the song would start playing, it'd be like hard rock, it'd be like rocket, you'd be like, yeah, hell yeah, here we go, it was manly as fuck, and then all of a sudden the singer would come in and vag it all up with some pushy shit, and it was like, what the fuck is this? Why are they vagging the song up? This sucks. Remember Linkin Park? Of course you do. Well, it turns out that their singer retired, and what's that? Retired from life, and so they needed a new singer to vag up the songs. And so they're like, hey, why don't we pick a woman? Nobody vages up stuff like a woman does. So they got a new woman lead singer. But it turns out this vag is kind of a dick. And people are mad about it because she is a Scientologist who supported rapist Danny Masterson. Remember that? And anyway, they're like, no, you don't support Danny Masterson, you Scientologist. And then the next thing you know, his son was all mad. The guy who retired from life is like, no, don't you pick a woman to replace my dad who supports rape. And anyway, then the woman who supported Danny Masterson and is a Scientologist apologized. And she's like, hey, I was a dumbass for supporting Danny Masterson when I was a Scientologist. My bad. And then some people forgive her and some people don't. That's the story behind that. And saw them in concert. Yeah, no. Don't be sexist. You can't vag a song. Yes, you can. You can definitely vag up a fucking song. What are you talking about? Chester vagged up everything Linkin Park ever did. You ever heard a fucking Linkin Park song? It's just almost rocks. You're like, hell yeah, this is gonna be awesome. And then he kicks in with this. It's just like, oh, my feelings over hard rock beat. Vags it up like a motherfucker. What you talking about? Anyway, and then you guys hear about Darth Vader, apparently, Dad. Yeah, James Earl Jones deleted Belly Up. Pretty good. Pretty good. I don't know a whole lot about him. Didn't know the gentleman, but I like the Darth Vader character, I guess. He was in a bunch of other shit. He was like Conan. Pretty good. So, rest in peace, big man. I find your lack of faith disturbing. Nailed it. Sounded just like him. Sounds vaggy to me. Super vaggy. Don't make me drop the vag heavy on you guys. And, rip Darth Vader, yep. You need to make a Linkin Park song with AI vagging it up. I don't know if I could vag that hard. I might could rag one out. And then last but not least, on the trash world, everybody mad at Taylor Swift because she's too busy flying around the world in her jet and polluting our whole planet. And apparently this woman she's hugging on came out in full support of Trump. And even though she has a whole giant billion army of little cult member teenage girls who she could aim at voting for Kamala Harris, apparently she has not done so, and she's just hugging up on this Trump supporter. Even though Trump used AI to pretend like she supported him, she didn't speak out against it and hasn't done her part to make sure a dictator doesn't take over our country. So Emma Vigilante says, I miss the days when the biggest pop stars on the planet were assholes for trashing their dressing room or getting arrested for coke possession or something instead of basically being female Jeff Bezos. So I guess we're off of Taylor Swift's nuts now. Fuck you, Taylor Swift. Do the right thing. Or whatever. I don't even really care, y'all. And that is my trash world for today. Nailed it. Yeah, Rip Vader, great actor. Been around forever. Forever, ever, forever, ever. I tried so hard and got so far. All of it, yeah. I tried so hard but got so far. In the end, it doesn't really matter. Just what the fuck is this? Butch it up, Jester, butch it up. Just get angry at those songs. The problem I have with disarmament is due to current people trying to get in a seat of power. Who they disarming? They ain't disarming nobody. Dusty, she did endorse Biden until October 7th. Get her about a month. Step up, bitch. Time's a ticking. Do it to it. Now or never. Emma for president. Yep. I like Emma Vigilante pretty good. I just like black witches and black masses. I don't know what that is. That's Ozzy, right? Love the show. Love you back, McFadden. All right. Move right along, folks. Very, very short tonight. It's only like 4 or 5, so don't go anywhere. It's time to raise your power fist and very, very quickly free Palestine. We're going to do it in 5 minutes. We're going to free Palestine. It's about to be free, y'all. It's all about to be free right now. And I've been talking about this forever, folks. This is like one of the first things I've been talking about, but apparently it's getting a lot more press this week, and I'm glad to see it. Basically, this dude with the sign has it all figured out. October 7th, Israel killed its own people and covered it up to justify genocide. That's exactly what happened. They were warned October 7th was going to happen. They knew it was going to happen. They didn't put anybody there to stop it from happening. And then when it happened, they killed a bunch of their own people. In fact, we still don't know how many of the people on October 7th were actually killed by Israel themselves instead of by Hamas, because it's not been investigated properly. But lots of press in Israel starting to jump on this story. Israel has admitted 28 Apache helicopters discharged their ammunition and had to be reloaded on October 7th. Leaked footage proves the IDF took out its own citizens with Apache helicopters at the Nova Music Festival. Yep. It's the Hannibal Directive, folks. It's their doctrine that says they're allowed to kill anybody who is taken hostage by Hamas or any enemy of Israel to make sure those people are not used against Israel. They can just kill them, and the more they kill, the better, because the more they can say got killed by Hamas, and then the more they can justify their genocide. And yes, Israeli forces accused of killing their own citizens under Hannibal Directive during October 7th chaos. ABC News, so good. Glad to finally see this stuff get covered. You guys are only a year fucking late. Meanwhile, it's not stopping the genocide. Yeah, look at this sweet little girl. Here she is, singing a farewell song to the world. A farewell song because she knew she was going to be killed. And we killed her, folks. We did it. We did it. Joe Biden killed this little girl. Joe Biden, butcher, goddamn Biden, he killed this little girl. She knew she was going to die. She sang us a goodbye song, and then we murdered her. I worked at my job. I traded my very finite, infinitely valuable life hours for money, and they took it for me, and they used it to murder that little child right there. Because that's who we fucking are in this country. Meanwhile, they asked state spokesman Miller just last week about, well, I guess, folks, in his defense, he was talking about an American citizen that got killed supposedly by Hamas. Not American citizens that got killed by Israel. So his talking tough doesn't count when it's Israel doing it.
But I think the United States has shown that we have a long memory. But I think the United States has shown that we have a long memory when it comes to bringing to justice those responsible for the death of American citizens.
Yeah, we got a long memory. We're Americans. We're never going to forget if you murder an American citizen. So, of course, Israel murders an American citizen, and they trying hard to get them to care, but they can't seem to buy a fuck.
Yeah. You said you'll look for more information from an independent Israeli investigation. That's been the same U.S. posture for Hindujab, who was killed 224 days ago. So Ravi's question, how can Aishanor's family take an investigation seriously if it's conducted by the perpetrator, and, moreover, if they've continued delayed and reportedly lied to the U.S. about their investigation into Hindujab?
That's right. All you guys ever say is Israel's investigating itself. You guys last said that about Hind, who was murdered. It's been almost a year. We ask you about it every week. You just continuously tell us it's being investigated. You have nothing new to report. So how can we take you seriously when an American was just killed by Israel yesterday? And you guys continuously say Israel is investigating itself. You guys are seriously just going to kick this down the road forever and never do anything about it like you always fucking do. How do we take you seriously?
Well, that is exactly why we have called and have continued to call for these processes to be as swift and as thorough as possible, and we have that same expectation here as well, and we'll continue to press.
It's been 224 days since Hindujab was killed, and in the same instance, for example, we've seen open source reporting, eyewitness accounts that evidently show a potential human rights violation. You say, you're pushing for a swift investigation. If that's the same posture with this, when can Americans expect a conclusion?
Never.
Any American can expect that this administration and this government will do everything we can to ascertain and gather whatever information is required. And I'm going to let that process play out. I don't have any policy announcements to make.
That's all they say, folks, over and over again. Israel is investigating itself. I don't have anything to add. Forever, always. They don't give a fuck. When Israel comes and lines us up and sends us to the rape camps, they're going to be like, they're investigating it. They're investigating it. And other ones are trying to ask. They're still trying to push these people. Hey, Americans are being murdered by Israel. Do you give a shit?
You're still seeking more information regarding killing of Aishanur 3 days after her killing in the West Bank. Actually, all the information available indicate that she was killed by an Israeli sniper. Eyewitnesses say that she was killed by an Israeli sniper. Autopsy report say that she was shot in the head by an Israeli sniper. Your ally, NATO ally, Turkey, says that she was murdered by Israel. So what sort of information you are looking for? Do you have any doubt that she was killed by Israel?
I appreciate all that you're sharing, but there is a process that we have to respect and let play out here. Our partners in Israel have indicated that they are conducting a process and that they will make public their findings.
They don't give a shit. Fuck you is what they're saying. Just so unreal, folks. And yes, this is America investigating Israeli crimes against humanity. They don't give a shit. They don't work for us. Our government has been taken over by a foreign entity that rules us all. And I'm glad to see this. 750,000 Israelis tonight calling for a hostage release and impeachment of Netanyahu. I wonder if any good's going to come out of it. I don't have any fucking hope, though, folks. I don't even think 750,000 of you have any sway on your goddamn politicians at all, just like we don't. And fuck everything about this situation, and that's my short and sweet Free Palestine for tonight. Yeah, they investigated themselves and found they did nothing wrong, just like the police. At least the police have to give them taxpayer money. Israel gets taxpayer money. They don't have to pay fucking shit. Just do whatever they want to. And all right, folks, moving along. Get your super chats in. We're going to do a quick Karen Too Much. Haven't done that in a while. Followed by a quick Beyond Parody. I got a couple, one hero and one palate cleanser. So do it to it. But for now, it's time for... Get ready for the ding. Get ready for the ding. Where is it? Where's the... Oh, here we go.
It's clear you're just a mess. You should be caring less. It's obvious you're completely out of touch. 'Cause, bitch, you're caring too much.
Wait for it. Ding! Love the ding! First off, on tonight's Karen Cavalcade, this racist Karen mad as shit because she doesn't believe in the First Amendment or her neighbor's rights to hold a Palestinian flag outside of their house. Let's have a look at her meltdown. I already hate her.
Yeah. I live down the street. I'm your neighbor.
Uh-huh.
Are you an American citizen?
None of your fucking business. Fuck off immediately. Get off my property, you goddamn cunt.
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
You don't fly a Palestinian flag next to an American flag.
Yes, you can fly a Palestinian flag next to an American flag. That's exactly what you say the troops died for. They died for our First Amendment free speech rights to express whatever the fuck we want to do, including flying whatever the fuck flag we want to. So get the fuck out of off my property, cunt.
Are you an American citizen?
None of your business.
Freedom of speech, I can't.
Yeah. So do you think I could fly an American flag over in your country?
It doesn't matter if you can fly an American flag over in their country. We're not in their country. We're in fucking America. And in America, you can do that, cunt.
Management company that is offensive to your neighborhood.
Fuck your feelings.
He's not.
Oh, how do you know? How do you know I'm not?
Let me see your papers.
You're so you
fuck you!
How are you going to tell him he's not
Oh my God.
Listen, if you guys, you love, no. Do you love this country? Do you love this freedom?
Nope. Doesn't matter if I love it or not. I can still put up any flag I want to. My love has no bearing whatsoever on my freedom of speech.
You take the Palestinian, then you should not be flying another flag. You know what? Listen.
I bet she has Trump flags all over her goddamn property.
How are you? Can I hang my Irish flag up? You can. You have.
Who gives a shit? Do it.
I'm an American. I'm an American.
Do it then. No one cares.
You're American Irish. Yeah. Okay, well, you're American Irish. Is going to be calling you.
I'm on the board.
And you could fly. And you're on the board?
Yes.
Oh, good. Good. You could be proud of where you came, where your heritage is from, where your ancestors are from. Listen, why do you have to scum up our neighborhood by hanging Palestinian? I think
God, what a cunt.
You're proud of Palestine? Yes. Then go back there.
No, why? You go back to Ireland.
You go back there.
Just what a fucking cunt.
Oh, not at all. Not at all.
You could
not
live
at all.
twice your age.
I'm so sick and tired of seeing your Palestinian flag.
It's okay.
Look away there, bitch.
You know where you can get away with it? Move down to Burbank. You could probably get away with it with all the Muslims.
Oh, how about we just stay the fuck here and get away with it because it's a goddamn America. Why don't you move somewhere else if you don't like it, bitch?
Burbank.
It's okay because you're racist.
Yeah, I'm not racist.
Yeah, you are.
That's
Xenophobic piece of shit.
Offensive.
It's offensive.
Yeah, that is offensive. It's
So
offensive.
sensitive. Fucking piss baby snowflakes.
Because this is my country.
My country.
That country's flag.
My country more than yours.
Take it down because you're trashing our neighborhood is what you're doing.
Oh, God. The only person trashing the neighborhood is you fucking piece of trash.
You're going to hear, no, you're going to hear, you know what, and you got the net. No, I was born here, honey.
Oh, you got the net. What's wrong with the net?
Yeah, where did your parents come from? Where did yours come from?
Where?
Pakistan? Oh my
God. What about you? Aren't you so low that you have to be here? Trust me.
I'm a registered nurse with a bachelor degree in nursing.
Find out where she works. Not for long, bitch.
I wouldn't tell you. I'm retired.
recording all of this shit. I'm gonna put you all over.
You do not.
I bet she's gonna be like, that is not who I am. I am not a racist person. I was having a bad day.
You have 2 minutes before we suspend.
That video does not represent who I am inside. Yes, it does, you racist fucking cunt. Can't stand the idea that some children might not get murdered. Meanwhile, we got a Karen cop on tap who doesn't seem to give a fuck about your rights.
I have not been a step outside your house. Tell you why I'm right here.
Because you walked in.
No, because they opened the door and ran from me.
And
that's
I'm
why.
my home.
Then now that I'm inside your house, I own your house right now. Yes,
Oh,
I
no,
do.
no, you don't. No, sirree. That ain't how none of this fucking works.
And back the fuck
Not
my
gonna
house.
back up.
You do not have a right to be inside my
I'm
house.
not
I
gonna
will
back
talk
up.
to you outside.
Back up and talk to her outside. No.
You don't
guys
have
can
a
walk
warrant.
in.
No, don't talk to them.
You don't have
do
to
not
walk
have
in.
a
Let me tell
warrant
you.
to be inside. I will talk to you outside.
You want?
Officer, I will
I
talk
have
to you.
not been a step outside your
Breaking the
house.
law. You're breaking the law. Violating your rights.
I'm not inside your
You
house.
gotta have a warrant to come in. You are.
Let me
Not
tell you
inside.
why I'm right here.
You are literally inside our house. We can see you. Your old camera, dude.
Because you walked in.
No, because they opened the door and ran from me.
And
That's
I'm
They
why.
can do
telling
that.
you, I am the
Okay,
adult
and I'm
here.
telling
This
you
is my home.
that now that I'm inside your house, I own your house.
No,
right
you
now.
don't
Yes,
own
I
our
do.
house. No, you don't.
You don't bro.
What I
I
mean-
know my rights.
I don't care if you know your rights.
And I'm telling you, my
So-
dog will bite you if I tell her to bite you.
Tell
So
your
I'm
dog to
asking
bite
you
you.
to back
Tell
up.
your dog to bite
and
you.
I will talk to you
Wants to
outside.
kill the dog, of course.
What the fuck? What do you want inside my house? Bring your supervisor to my home now. Yeah, bring them all.
We'll turn
You
the
have
music
no
down. Can you
right
leave
to
us
be
alone?
inside. No, don't fuck them.
Please.
It's
You have
his
no
house
right
now.
to be
He's the
inside.
God
Open
man.
the door, they're minors. I'm the adult here. This is my
Once the
home.
door is open, he owns your house now. He can sell it on the free market.
Get out of my home.
I'm not going to get out of your house.
Then call your supervisor right now
415 ways.
and put me to the ground. I full dog
Go ahead
dare
and
you.
touch me.
This is my
Go
home,
ahead and touch
bro. You're in my house.
I am telling
You're
you.
in my house. Don't do that. You're in my house. Oh, you're in my house.
I am telling
You're
you.
in my house.
Mom, stop! Stop! Just stop!
Stop acting like that.
Just stop!
Stop.
Just stop! Just stop! You're good.
Get off of me. I'm not hurting
No,
you.
she's good. She's good.
Am
You're
I
good, Mama
hurting
D.
you?
You're
Yeah,
good,
she's gonna get
Mama D.
released for sure, for sure.
Did I hurt you?
He's violating her rights. He's up inside our house. That is not within the law to do that. You have to have a warrant to
Out of
enter.
this entire interaction, the most craziest part is this part right here. When this officer literally told this lady the fact that she doesn't own the house, he owns the house right now. But y'all tell me what y'all think.
Never once did I touch you. Keep this on video.
I am.
Did I touch?
He was just standing there looking for an excuse to abuse her. Wanted to fucking abuse his power so bad. You can see right through these sacks of shit, man. Fucking obvious. Yes, forced her way in and lied about it. That's what they do. And then, Asian Karen, folks. Don't have to be white. Don't have to be dude. Don't have to be a cop. Anybody can be an Asian Karen. Anybody can be a Karen.
Oh, get the fuck out of my face.
Do not say that word.
Get the fuck out of my
Do
face.
not say that word.
Fuck you.
Do not say
What
that
you finna
word.
do?
Do not say
What
that
you finna
word.
do?
Do not say that
What you finna
word.
do?
Do not say that word.
Don't be there like. Don't be like this right now.
Don't say that word.
Don't be like this right now.
No, you're the one that's
Don't-
rude.
I'm not being rude.
You are the one that's
you over here
rude right
demanding
now.
shit from me.
Nope.
All right.
Give me your stuff.
No. Call the police.
Why should I call? You
Because
call.
you said you wanted to call them, right?
Yeah, because of your profanity. That's why.
What is profanity gonna do?
The F word, man.
What is that?
You do not
What's wrong
say
with
it.
that?
You
What's
know
wrong
what?
With that? What's wrong with that?
Because you
What's
know
wrong
what?
with
If you
that?
had been a white person, you wouldn't have been saying profanity.
How you know that?
The fuck?
I just know
Please
it.
get out of my face,
I just
man.
Yeah,
know
if
it.
there's one goddamn motherfucking thing I know about us crackers, that's that we don't ever fucking say any cuss words.
I just know it.
If you want to call
I
the
just know
police,
it. No, I just know it. Give me your stuff.
call the police.
Give me your
I
stuff.
don't like how you in my face right now.
Give me your stuff. I'm not in your face
No.
right now. If I was in your face, I'd be right here. Give me your stuff.
Back up.
Give me your stuff.
Back up.
Give me your stuff.
Back up.
Come on.
Back up.
Come on.
Back the fuck up.
I'm not in your space.
You too close to me.
I'm not in your space.
And you yelling. You acting crazy right now.
Okay. Give me your stuff.
Go in your car.
Give me your
Call the
registration.
police.
Come on.
Girl, back the fuck up.
All right, enough of that, Karen. She seems annoying. Run, husband, if you got one. Run! And then last but not least, I feel sorry for this woman. Apparently, this dude is screaming at her because she talked to black people in a public restaurant. I don't know if that's true, but that's what it says. And She's so embarrassed of this goddamn jackass she's connected herself to. Watch how insecure this dough bitch is. He's so tough. Look how badass this guy is. He's a full-fledged MMA trained killing machine.
I ain't even know nowhere.
You want to show motherfucker you? Hey, you mind your motherfucking business if you know what the fuck that is, you dog. Call the police if you don't leave. I don't give a fuck about you and the police, hoes. Call the goddamn law.
Trash.
Get the fuck out of my face, man.
She said something that hurt his very fragile male ego. You can tell. This is how insecure dudes get when their ego's hurt. They have to make a fool ass of themselves, act like they're all badass and shit, to try to cover for their hurt. But dude, this is so pitiful, so insecure. Just look at him like, oh my god, what a fucking loser I'm with. And yes, sorry lady, but you are with a incredible fucking loser. Just no getting over that, folks. That's toxic masculinity for you. Once that male ego gets hurt, just fucking lash out. Just can't take it. But you got to learn how to handle yourself better than that. And that is... Get to that in a second. My, caring too much. Been a while since I've done that. Yeah, run, little man. Poor kid. Big old man, baby. About to get whooped by other big boys there. Better walk your ass off. Speaking of coincidence, I'm surprised Dusty hasn't seen the Tyreek Hill incident from yesterday. It's been all in the news. All right, I would check out the Tyreek Hill incident. The Karen caught me's the pay him a visit. Yeah. He wants to abuse somebody so bad. Here's your chance. So many valid targets. You think you would abuse people that actually deserve it. And all right, folks, moving right along. Gonna do a Beyond Parody and then a couple of heroes. But first, it's time for Beyond Parody. Yeah. First off, 100 Nights Beyond Parody. Cringe alert for those accepted with cringe-induced injuries. OnlyFans star Amber Rose and RFK Jr., who sounds like a broken walkie-talkie, making cringe MAGA videos for some reason.
Hey guys, you want to shake? Hey guys, you want to shake? Not that kind of shake. Healthy shake.
Oh.
Good God, what the fuck was that? Why the fuck she still got the goddamn labels on the fruit? Everything about this bitch fake. Everything. Crazy. And that on Beyond Parody. If you needed more. Apparently Hulk Hogan got a beer coming out because it's ABG, always be Griffin. Hulk Hogan is doing a beer. If he's doing it, it must be good. Yeah, if Hulk Hogan's doing beer, it must be good. Because when I think of high quality beer, I always think of sweaty ass talentless Hulk Hogan. Super good. Hey, did you hear Hulk Hogan's got a new line of pies out? Hey, if it's cheesecake and it's Hulk Hogan, you know it's got to be delicious cheesecake. Nothing says delicious cheesecake than Hulk Hogan's sweaty nuts or whatever, I guess. Just what the fuck. And of course, a picture of him from when he was 20 and not this washed up boomer piece of shit that he's become. And yeah, apparently, according to Bald Elon Musk. Anyone caught promoting propaganda will be suspended from X. He literally said this, folks. The number one distributor of propaganda and misinformation on X, Elon Musk, now claims that anyone caught promoting propaganda will be suspended from X. Isn't that exactly what the last people that own X were doing, own Twitter were doing, that you guys said was campaign interference, was election interference, when they were just trying to stop people from spreading racism and pro-Hitler Nazi talking points or anti-vaccine bullshit because it was hurting them with the sponsors and making them lose money? You guys said that was censorship, the end of free speech, but now he does it, folks, and it's fine. But this is actually not that funny. It's actually scary because this is just his excuse to censor anybody he wants but claim it's not censorship because he'll just claim it's propaganda. Anything they say is true and it's covered under free speech. Anything we say is propaganda and can be censored without being covered under free speech. That's the entire game he's playing here. Meanwhile, you guys see Kimberly Guilfoyle at the Republican Party of Florida annual dinner. Holy shit. This was super fucking embarrassing and cringe.
Americans from all walks of life have had enough of the Democrats' decline, and we are ready. We are willing, and we are able to spark a new era of American exceptionalism. You can clap for that.
You can clap. Please clap. Oh my God, I'm dying up here. Please clap. You know it's going poorly when you have to beg the audience to clap, dude. Yay for whatever the fuck that is. Doing her best Hunger Games speech. And here she's making her dramatic finish, folks. Let's see how she finishes everybody.
On to victory on November 5th, and God bless the United States of America. She's worth fighting for. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. God bless. What is that? What is the sign of the cross while you're doing the raspberry? Oh my God. Thank you. 2 people that clapped. Just fucking embarrassing.
On to victory on November 5th.
Hard to believe Russia's buying us up, folks. And, well, let's watch one more short clip from her, folks, because she did so well. I almost feel embarrassed for her.
Run towards the brighter days ahead. Victory is in our sights. America's future is in our hands. America's destiny is in our control.
Destiny?
And America's prosperity is in our hearts and souls.
Why is she doing that again? Why is she doing that?
To all of you,
Ah, she's a bad actress.
stay in the fight. Run.
Good, horrible, horrible, horrible performance. You get your shit together, Kimberly Guilfoyle. Meanwhile, weird. Oh yeah, that's Hulk Hogan again. His weird ass beer. Gotta be good if it's sweaty balls Hulk Hogan. And speaking of Elon Musk, folks, I'll take shit that is never going to happen for $10 trillion. The first Starship to Mars will launch in 2 years. When the next Earth-Mars transfer window opens. There will be uncrewed to test the reliability of landing intact on Mars. If those landings go well, then the first crewed flights to Mars will be in 4 years. Flight rate will go up exponentially from there with the goal of building a self-sustaining city in about 20 years. You said you're going to have people on Mars by now. Being multi-planetary will vastly increase the probable lifespan of blah, blah, blah. Just complete fucking bullshit. Anybody believes a word Elon Musk says is just the most abject moron. And speaking of abject morons, let's listen to this zombie interview by the Good Liars and see what he has to say.
How come they never talk about people's behavior? Right. It's behavior that makes the gun go off.
Yeah.
Not the gun.
How come they never talk about peepers' behavior? It's the peepers and their behavior that makes the gun go off. It's not the gun's fault that peepers and their behaviors is making it go off.
How come they never talk about people's behavior? Right. It's behavior that makes the gun go off, not the gun itself. The minorities,
blacks,
and non-minorities, and
whites,
this country at least,
this one,
are not being educated properly. They're exposed to too many
blacks
elements that my generation was
black.
not exposed.
What kind of elements?
Like black elements, the black ones.
Rap music.
Black.
The black guys I hung around with, black people I hung around with.
It was cool.
It was rhythm and blues and jazz.
Yeah.
So the issue is rap music, not the 400 million guns.
No, Keep getting back to 400 million guns.
Yeah, it's
There's
the
so many
blacks.
guns.
Look
The
at how
blacks.
many people have been run over by people
The
with
blacks.
vehicles.
Way
Right.
less than have been killed by guns.
The minorities
Blacks.
and non-minorities,
Not
in
blacks.
this country at least, are not being educated properly,
Blacks.
and they're being left on their own devices,
To rap music.
single-family homes,
Blacks.
and the kids are left on their own,
The black kids.
and they're exposed to too many
Rap music.
elements
Blacks.
that my generation was not exposed
What kind of elements?
Blacks.
to. Rap music.
Blacks.
The black guys I hung around with,
Black
black people I hung
guys!
around with,
The black
it was
people!
rhythm and blues and
So much
jazz.
rhythm and
So
blues
the
and
issue
jazz.
is rap music, not the 400 million guns.
What's wrong with you? Clearly not the fucking guns. It's the blacks. How could I not be any more clear? I don't care if the kid was a white kid from a middle class family whose dad bought him that gun. Clearly he listened to rap music somewhere. And all of this is folks, Gunther Engelman, who has a successful right-wing influencer channel, likes to put up this meme, which is an interracial meme. It's for, I think this one specifically goes to blacked. Not that I'm an expert on all the interracial porn. I'm an expert. But somebody who is an expert on it, all these right-wing douchebags, they're all obsessed with interracial porn. Trust me, I spend a lot of times on 4chan. It's their favorite thing. That and trans porn. They hate black people. They hate trans people. But they definitely want to watch them fuck 24/7. So this meme, he's unbaxed and he doesn't use pronouns. You're literally using a pronoun. Right here, it's a pronoun. But yeah, these girls aren't going to fuck you. They're busy fucking the black dudes. I don't think you understand how any of this works, but whatever. And can't have a Beyond Parody without making fun of the Wake Panzer, the cyber cuck. Apparently they thought, hey, I got an idea. Let's run over this really weak plastic fence to show how well made the Wake Panzer is.
Dude, look at this Cybertruck.
Yay, you did it. You did it. But at least I know your $140,000 armored vehicle is going to be fine from that plastic fence. And it's, oh yeah, you fucked the whole thing up. That is total. You just total your, you total your truck. Yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that my $6,000 truck could do better than that, but your $140,000 piece of shit just got totaled for no reason. Yeah, look how stupid you look and are. Nice. Fence 1, truck 0, and that. Oh, more making fun of Elon Musk. Yeah, Elon Musk. Anyone caught promoting propaganda will be suspended from X. Dude, literally promoting every right-wing Russian narrative he possibly can. But like I said, this is not so much funny as it is scary and a preview of what X is going to become. He's about to ban all left-wingers, nothing but right-wing propaganda continuously. And, oh, that was supposed to go on the Haitians thing. Didn't get moved up, I guess. And then, last but not least, I feel sorry for fucking boomers. They're so pathetic. My boomer uncle, thinking he's making a difference, posting some social media to brag about how awesome he is, what a steely-eyed missile man, how much of a rebel he is. My way of campaigning for Trump got attention at the Denver airport Starbucks. Stuck 14 hours overnight in Denver due to bad weather, they said. Scheduled for a 9:25 flight. And his name is Trump. Yeah. They had to yell my name out, Trump. And then I made eye contact with the big fat guy standing at the door. And for a moment, we had a little thing between us. We both got each other. We were both brothers for that moment in time. And I'm really doing something. God, you're so fucking pathetic. Can't possibly be any more of a loser than that. Plus, why are you buying Starbucks? Gay. I think we can all agree. Gay. And, all right, folks, that is my Beyond Parody for tonight. Iro, yep, just so pathetic, goddammit. They really need some friends or a hobby, but they're too unfuckable and unlovable to have any regular people as friends, so they have to deal with whatever they can get, I guess. Poor sons of bitches. Ain't that right? Look at this baby. She didn't even run away. I can't believe it. You little horn dog? Oh, yeah, there's catnip everywhere. They high as balls. You high as balls, guys? Hell yeah, we having our best life back here? Fuck yeah. And all right, folks, last chance to get your super chats in. We're about to end this motherfucker right now. But first, it's time for Billy Bowie. My favorite singer. Billy Bowie, Billy Bowie, Billy Bowie, Billy Bowie. We could be heroes just for one day. And first off on tonight's Heroes is this lady giving this Trump canvasser the business. This is how they should all be treated, these fucking trailers and Nazis. Traitors and Nazis.
Oh, hello. Yeah, hello, miss. I'm with the American Flag. We're helping support Donald Trump.
Get the fuck out of here. Don't come on my property ever again.
Okay, yeah.
Understand me? Yes. Good.
Fucking scumbag. Your Nazi goddamn racist fucking bullshit. Get your ass on. You come to the wrong neighborhood, motherfucker. They should feel that way everywhere they go. Social pariahs. Get up in their ass and let them know you were there. Meanwhile, big ups to Natalie, who had a perfect response to Charlie Kirk, who said, every college socialist should be encouraged to live under a Marxist regime for 6 months. Yeah, motherfucker, every capitalist should try living under $7.25 minimum wage in the U.S. for 6 months. Hell, make that a couple years. Make Charlie Kirk live like your average Mississippian. See if that big-headed gums motherfucker will shut the hell up. Entitlement, that's all that bitch got. And, all right, one palate cleanser, folks. Prepare to be cleansed, my children. Or as this graphic likes to call it, a palate cleaner. Palate cleaners, misspelling everything. And finishing you off, prepare for your happy ending, my children. Wireless ice cream transfer. This dog is vicariously living through this woman. Every time she takes a lick, oh, he get a lick. Lick for you, lick for me. Yeah.
Every time you lick it.
Lick for you, lick for me. I'm in your brain. That's good ice cream.
That look good.
I can almost taste it. I wonder what he wants. He's being too subtle right now. I can't read him. Dogs. If there's anything I know about dogs, it's how hard they are to read. Get a shit. Hell yeah. We did it. And folks, I'm going to read the super chats right now, and then we're going to do a short kitty party. But if you bail out, please hit the like button before you go. Please hit subscribe. Most importantly, go sign up for my Patreon. We're going to do a after party right now, and you're not going to want to miss it. And you also get to help me stay in business. If you like what I do, please chip in. If you watch at least 2 shows a week, there's no reason you shouldn't be chipping in at least $1 or $2 to help me out. So please do so if you're not already doing so. And all right. Megan Barcelona, $2. I won the poker tournament for my division. Hell yeah. I'll take a cut of that. Thank you, Megan. Veggie Outgirl, $5. The new Forks Over Knives fall issue is out. Hell yeah. We mail it out tomorrow. All right, Rock. I will buy one for myself and one for my best. Is it me? Fred Sheridan. One for you. Hey, I'll take one. Hell yeah. Good on you. Eat vegan if you can, everybody. Thank you, Veggie Outgirl. And Kitty Party says Agent Orange just for you tonight. Kitty Party coming your way with cats hopped up on goofballs. Many of the 700 likes. Do it to it. Everybody, like the video if you haven't already. It's the least you can do. Racist are nincompoops. Not the best, not the brightest, but there sure are plenty of them in this trash country. Kitty Party says Maximus. We about to do it. We about to do it. All right. I think that is all. Hopefully I didn't miss anybody. Thank you, everybody's donate tonight. I appreciate it. You guys rock. And all right, let's play a song from my collection of songs on my SoundCloud. Let's see which one we're going to play tonight. How about let's play don't stand dog. All right, the cats already know. All right, help me out, cats. Help me out. All right, let's watch let's play Destined to Fade. Destined to Fade, an original song by Dusty Smith. Hell yeah. Boom. And all right, folks, we'll be back Wednesday, except for the after party, which is coming up next, available to all of my patrons and dust buddies, all you heroes out there. Rest of you, like I said, I'm going to see you on Wednesday. Feel free to join me for an all-new episode of The World's Greatest Show. I appreciate you. I'll see you guys then. As always, till next time, Logic. And all right, let's see who shows up. Got a Misty. It's all destined to fade. Got 4 of them. I guess that's all we're going to get tonight. I guess 4 is enough. We got Pretty Boy, Half Stash, Miss Piper, and by popular request, Misty. Oh, we got a little Violet. Hell yeah, a little Shadow Kitty showed up. Hell yeah. And Mr. Anderson, thank you, Mr. Anderson, and BBC. Just gave 15 free tickets. Guys. So if you got one, show up at tonight's after party and give them all your love. And make sure you show up live to have your chance of getting a free ticket to all the after parties. Thank you in advance. Folks, see you guys on Wednesday. Love the shit out of you. Good night.
Our house was a sandcastle.
Little me $5. You rock, maming.
And when the sun and tide came in, we know where else to go. I'm glad I won't remember you and all the plans we made. I guess nothing lasts forever. It's all destined to fade.
Yeah, just like this. I vag it up. See? See, it was badass, and then I brought the vag in, just like Linkin Park.
All destined to fade. All destined to fade.
Good night, everybody. Switch over now.